Alright, so the first thing you want to do to get started is drag in a fusion composition into your timeline. I already have this saved as one of my favorites, but if you don't know where to find this, you can just go to effects and then drag in this fusion composition right over here. Now what you want to do is right click on the fusion composition and click open in fusion page. And then now once you're in here, you can click Control Space on your keyboard and type in background just like that and select it. Or you can also just drag in this background node and do that. So now I'm going to connect it to media out 1, and then I'm going to put it right over there. So the first thing what we're going to want to do is make sure you're selected on your background node. Go to the right side, the right panel, click on it, and then just change the background color to this. Alright, change it to that. You can obviously play around with whatever you'd like, but for this tutorial I'm just going to go with this. And once you got that, you're going to click Control Space on your keyboard again and search up glow. Make sure you click the glow GLO instead of the glow and click add. Make sure it's connected. What you're going to want to do is you're going to want to change the glow size to 65.4, and then you're going to want to change the glow to 0.717. Clipping mode, you want to keep it to frame, and then blend, you can change it to 0.283. Now after this, click Control Space on your keyboard again and search up vignette. Click add, and then we're going to change the size to, actually we're going to keep the size 0.5. We'll change the anamorphism to 3, and softness we're going to put to 0.7, and then the color we're just going to keep it black. We're actually going to increase the softness a little bit more, just like that, and yeah, that should be good. Make sure to click Control S on your keyboard to save it, just in case you crash, it'll all be saved. Now what we're going to want to do is bring in our wind green screen, and if it's not importing, you just want to go to your files and then just drag and drop it into the fusion page. It'll automatically convert it into one of the nodes. Okay, so make sure your media 1 is somewhere there. You're going to want to click on the blue box, the gray box, and then just attach it right over there, and then it'll automatically create a merge node. Make sure you have your media 1 selected. Click Control Space on your keyboard and then type in delta here. We're going to use this to remove the green screen. Okay, you can just play around with wherever you want to put it. And then for on background color, we're going to click the marker and then just drag it to a green part right over there. And then we're going to bring this up a little bit, and we're going to click Control Space again, and we're going to search up speed, time speed. Click add. Okay, and we're going to change the speed to around 0.13, and the sample spread, we'll put it to 0.04. Okay, that should be good. What we're going to do is we're going to highlight these 3 nodes, click Control C and Control V again, and just bring it somewhere there. And then we're going to make another merge node by just dragging it right over there, and it'll automatically create one. Okay, and we're going to drag the media out a little bit more there because we're going to need the space. I'm going to rename these nodes just so it's more organized, so just right click on it, click rename, and then I'll just name it wind, and I'll do the same thing for the other one. We're going to name it wind 2 because we can't have 2 of the same names for nodes. And then now once we got the background and all of that done, we're going to bring in the logos. So I have all the logos over here, and the first one we're going to drag is going to be Epic Whale right over there. Make sure to create another merge node just like that. Just going to move it a little bit closer. We're going to click Control Space on our keyboard and search up Transform XF and click add. This is basically where we're going to be doing all our size adjustments, keyframes, all of the good stuff. And so over here, just adjust the size to 0.61. We're going to add a glow to this and a bunch of other effects. So click Control Space, search up glow GLO, click add. Change the glow size to 8.7. Change the glow to 0.8. And then the blend, we're going to change it to 0.063, and just click enter. We're also going to add camera shake. So click Control Space again, camera shake, click add. We're going to change the X deviation to 0.55, Y deviation 0.063, rotation deviation 0.039, and randomness to 0.071. Overall strength, we'll change it to around 0.055, and then the speed 0.047. And then we're going to keep all of these frequency methods, filter methods, and edges all the same. And then we're going to add a drop shadow. We're going to click Control Space again, search up drop shadow. This one right over here, click add. And then we're going to change the shadow strength to around 0.07. And then we're going to change the shadow strength to around 0.693. Drop angle 94. Drop distance 0.315. And then the blur, we're going to change it to 0.638. Okay, and then that should be good for the drop shadow. You can play around with the color if you'd like, but I'm going to keep it black for this one. Okay, I'm just going to rename this again. Right click, rename, epic whale add. Before we keyframe, we're going to drag all of the logos, get all of that adjusted first, and then we're going to start animating it at the end. So now we're going to add clicks logo, just like that. Again, connect it, add a merge node. I'm just going to rename it right now, clicks. There we go. So this is going to be pretty easy. We're just going to copy paste all of these nodes below, and then we're going to just add it onto our other logos. Once you got it there, hold the gray box, put it on our transform, drop shadow, attach it to our merge. There we go. And we're going to do the same thing for the other logo, so I'll speed this up. Okay, so now once we have all of our logos added, make sure to have it in this exact order. If you're following along, make sure to have it in this exact order. So epic whale first, clicks, booga, peterbot, and then the question mark logo. Essentially, this is because we're going to have all our logos coming from behind the question mark. So we just want the question mark to always be in front. Now, since we've got that, we can start keyframing. So click on the transform node for the epic whale, transform 1. And then we're going to go to frame number 28, just like that. We're going to keyframe the center, and then we're going to go to frame number 48, just like that. And then we're going to change the x-axis, or the center x, to 0.146. And then we're going to click on our spline node. Make sure to check the transform 1, zoom to fit, and then we're going to highlight both of it, click S on your keyboard. We're going to drag this one all the way to the end, just so it like hovers over the first node, the first keyframe, and we're just going to drag this back right over there. And then we're going to basically be doing a similar thing for the other nodes, but for the clicks one, make sure you have transform 1_1 selected. For this one though, we're going to go to we're going to start it at frame number 38. We're going to be going 20 frames forward to 58 frames, just like that. And then we're going to change the center X to 0.85. And then we're going to click on spline again. This time we're going to uncheck transform 1 since we already did that. And then we're going to select these nodes again. You can just highlight it just like that, and then click S on your keyboard. Drag this so it hovers over the other keyframe, and just put this back right over there. Make sure to click Control S on your keyboard to save, exit out of the spline, and then go to the booga one, transform 1_1_1. We're gonna start this one at 48, at frame number 48. So once you're there, keyframe the center X. We're going to go 20 frames forward to 68 frames, just like that. And then we're going to change the center X to 0.325. We're going to click on spline again, uncheck the previous one, highlight, click S on your keyboard, or you can click this too, it's the same thing. And we're just going to adjust it the same way that we did for the other ones. Exit out the spline once again, go to the peterbot one. We're going to start this animation at I think it was 58, frame number 58, just like that. Keyframe, go 20 frames forward to 78, and then we're going to change the X value to 0.673, click enter, and then we're going to click on the spline tool again, uncheck the previous one, highlight both keyframes, and then just adjust it so it's like the previous ones. It doesn't have to be exact, but just trying to make it similar so it has that consistency. And then for the question mark, we're just going to keep the same since we're not going to be animating that right now. And yeah guys, that's pretty much it. But if you do want to see how this plays in your edit page, all you want to do is right click on your Fusion composition, render cache Fusion output, click on. If the red bar still isn't showing at the top, what you want to do is head over to playback, go over to render cache and click smart, and as you'll see, it'll start rendering. But if the playback is pretty laggy or it's really like choppy for you, what you can do is click on playback again, go to timeline proxy resolution and select quarter or half. This basically just changes your timeline resolution. It doesn't change your final resolution, but it just changes your timeline resolution to quarter or half if you select half. So yeah, that's it for the tutorial guys. If you guys did enjoy this tutorial, make sure to leave a like and subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next one.